Hello everybody, I'm Seth Cole, and welcome to the continuation here as we are continuing on with the Evil Within truck. We've already got the hood basically figured out what we're going to do for the picture, and we're working on the side of the truck right now. So, in the last episode, we were basically getting the side of the truck put together here with this photo, and now we're just going to basically try and edit it to a point where it's going to be good enough for us to be able to then transfer over to the other side. And that should be good enough. We'll copy and paste it. We'll flip it over vertically. We'll bring it up. I'm not certain if we want to stretch this one or not. Something tells me no. I think we want to do the copy and paste method that we used in the last episode here. That should bring it up there. And probably use a tiny little bit of blur for this one. Right on the line there, probably. Yeah. Just a little blur. You can't really, with the fact that this kind of background is so grainy, you can't really tell that the blur tool's been used. It kind of adds to the graininess. Alright, so that'll be good. Alright, so now we're going to take and we're going to transfer this whole thing over to the other side of the truck, which actually is quite simple. Just a matter of matching it up. So we'll bring it all the way down, we'll copy, we'll paste, we will flip it, and we'll bring it over to the other side. And put it right there. That should be about right. No, it's not, actually. Gotta bring it over more. Is that about right? Yep, that's about it. And anchor it down. Alright. So now I'm going to show you guys what I do basically for the back of the truck. And it's actually a really, really easy process. We're going to take and we're going to go down here to the rear of our truck. I didn't start that right. And we're going to basically get the last little bit that our truck had. Bring it down as far as I can without getting the photograph in. Copy and paste, bring it up here to your rear deck lid. Don't need that there. That line, sometimes these lines will get in the way. Get rid of that one. Alright, and now we're just going to take and we're going to make it big enough that it'll cover the rear deck lid, and then we're going to drag it as far as possible. Just a little past halfway. There we go. There you can see, you've got the pretty cool grainy look still there on the rear. And now we're going to copy and paste. We're going to flip it over. We're going to do it on the other side too. And it should take and it should merge onto the side of your truck. And we'll put it right about there. Anchor it down. And you can see it morphed together perfectly on there. You cannot see a line. It's perfect. Even got this little dark brownish there in the inside as opposed to the outside, which actually will add to its effect as well, I'm pretty sure. Alright, so that is the rear of the truck. Now we're going to go and we're going to put together what I call our binder picture, which is going to be the one that we had here and we were going to do originally, but now we're going to do it now. So we're going to copy it. Now here's what we're going to do. We're going to paste it, and I'm going to use a little technique here that I use on most of my schemes that helps to morph pictures together, because so many times if you do something like this, you're going to end up having something look blockish, and that's not what we want to do. Alright, that's going to be perfect right there. Now, I'm just hoping that I ended up bringing the I think I brought the brown over close enough. Alright, we're going to move down here to this portion. Now what I want is I don't want this to be here and then it just morphs into this picture that way. It's not going to look good that way. So we're going to go to our eraser tool, we're going to go to our softest brush, and we're going to size it up just a little, put it about maybe 12, 13. No, we actually can make it a little bit more. The bigger it is, the better your soft edges are going to be. So we're going to put it up to about 34, 35. And then we're going to try and put the soft edges just around Sebastian's arm. Come up, we're going to go just around the body of that corpse. And now we begin to erase away here in the brown. keeping the brown there. Alright, that should do that. Let's make sure that it's all off. Oh, there we go. We still got some on the bottom of the truck here. There we go. And then, over here, we want this blue to morph with the black. So, let's... Oh, there's some yellow there. Don't want that. Okay, let's just do up here by the hood then. Like that. Okay, perfect. We might actually be able to keep that black right there. That'll morph in there nicely. The black, with the fact that there's a little bit of black in that blue, that really works well. That might be all we have to do. Let's look at it from a zoomed out perspective. Oh, that's gonna morph real nice. That's gonna be perfect. Alright, so that's what we want right there. Okay, let's just do this just to make sure it's not gonna get onto the rear of our truck. Don't really have to worry about it, but we will just for this portion. Alright, now, in order to make sure that this is going to be exactly the same on the other side of our truck, here's what we're gonna do. Just lightly click it, and notice where that little plus sign is. That is the middle center of your picture. You're going to want to bring one of your little aspect ratio lines. If you didn't see in the last episode, you either go over here to the left or the top, click and drag, and there you go. There's your aspect line. We're going to put it right where that plus sign would be. I think I got it right on target. Yep, there we go. Copy and paste. Flip it vertically. And it should lock right onto that line all the way across to the other side. And we had it just about here, I think, didn't we? Trying to match it up with the other side. Looks like Sebastian's head needs to come down just a little. There we go. And that should be correct. Based on what it looks like on the other side, we're going to anchor it down. And you can see now we've got one picture that has combined the two pictures that we had before together. The blue on the front and the brown on the back. It has morphed into it and made it look like one uniform picture. And that's why I like the soft edges so much in the painting tools. So now what we're going to do is we are going to see what we can do about this roof. Looks like the roof, we probably can get the last color here. And maybe make the entire roof that color. Let's see. Gotta flip this over to its side. No, that's not right. That is not the right color. Let's see if we can get the correct color. Okay. For some reason it gave me a much lighter color, and that was not right. Right there. That's the color I want. See if it gives it to me now. There we go. That's a darker color, and that's what I needed. Okay, that looks better. Okay, let's make sure it all matches up along here. We'll actually use this to morph it a little bit in there. And then on this side, looks like we gotta do the same. Put a little right there. That'll combine the colors together. Now we gotta go over to the other side, make sure it does the same thing. Put a little bit of darker color there, a little bit there. That should combine it with our hood, or our roof I should say. And then here, a little there, and merge it over with this side, and we should have our color for our roof, which will just be a plain black. I did do like a camouflage one for the top of my Last of Us truck. It didn't quite turn out the way I planned it either, but it looked okay, I guess. Actually quite hard to find camouflage backgrounds that go with the specific kind that you're looking for. Most of them are very similar, look the same, and don't quite have the color that you want it to have. I think I had to kind of lighten it up a little. It was too dark of a camouflage. And there you go. We've morphed it all together. We've got ourselves a black hood. So we got a blue hood, or a black roof. We got a blue hood, a black roof, and a rear that is brown. So that is all morphed together. Now what we got to do is we got to make sure that our front of our truck is going to match up with the blue of this color scheme, which we're going to do right now. We're going to go to the blue here. We're going to copy down here on that left front, paste, drag it on up here to the front of our truck. There you go. Copy, paste. horizontal flip. Oops. Just to make sure that it all stays together. And bring it over to this side and do it that way. Now, why do I do it 2 halves? Basically because you want one half to mirror the other. If you do it the other way, you may end up having it go from light to dark, and then dark to light again. You want the 2 lights to be morphed together and the 2 darks to be morphed together, something like that, to keep the color scheme together. So that's why I did that. You want to basically treat the truck in halves. The half of the side, the other half of the side, the half of the rear deck lid, the other half of the rear deck lid, the half of the front grille, the other half of the front grille. The only thing you really don't have to treat in halves, unless you're dealing with just a logo right in the middle, would be the hood, which we're not doing right now because we're going to have Sebastian's face on one side and the Evil Within logo on the other side. So we're not dealing with having to make it uniform in that sense. So, let's see. Next thing we're going to do is we are going to... I usually actually save this rear part for last. Alright, let me show you a technique here as we're getting close to the end of this episode for the rear deck lid that I will be using. We are going to try and find ourselves a Rubik picture. And what I'm going to do is show you guys something that I do all the time whenever I'm making these schemes. There is a specific kind of picture that you want to get every single time if possible, and that is called a PNG. In most cases, you end up getting JPGs, JPEGs, you'll get bitmaps, which are BMPs. You want to get the PNG. Why? Because that's almost kind of like a picture that doesn't have any background behind it, and you're not going to end up with some crazy edges. So we're going to type in Rubik PNG, and hopefully we're going to get some that are not going to have any backgrounds. Okay, these have some backgrounds. Gotta try and find one that doesn't of Rubik. There's a lot of fan art of Rubik. My goodness. Okay, these are not good ones. I did have one time that was actually a good one. I don't know if I still have it. It doesn't even show Rubik's face. Alright. Let me actually see if I have that Rubik picture. I doubt it, but we'll see. The one thing that I did was I actually downgraded my computer to its appearance, so I may have a difficult time trying to find the Rubik picture, if I even still have it. I had a Rubik picture back when I did another Evil Within truck, but... Alright, let's see, Rubik. Rubik, not there. How about in my regular pictures folder? And doesn't look like it. No Rubik. Alright, so let's see what we can make do with here. There are none here that look like they've got any PNG picture. Let's do Evil Within Rubik PNG. And still doesn't look like there's anything really good. Well, this isn't good, guys. This is bad. Not getting a good Rubik picture. Okay, that's actually a good one, but it has a background to it. I want ones that don't have a background, and I would prefer to have one that's face on. Okay, nothing there. Nothing there. Oh boy, this is disappointing. Right there, that would be a good one right there, but it's got background. Wait, what about this one? Does it cut off his eyes? Really? That's dumb. Why would you have a picture like that? It doesn't even show his whole face. I don't know why I just clicked on that one. I don't know why I just clicked on that one either. Let's see. That one's actually interesting. There's one of Rubik, but not really good enough. Huh. Well, this is bad. I wanted to show you guys this technique for this episode. Apparently, I'm not going to be able to. So what I'm going to do, guys, I'm going to end this episode here. I'll go search in the internet, try and find a good Rubik picture to be able to put on the back of that truck and be able to show you that technique in the next episode. So, thanks, guys, for watching. We'll see you guys next time as we continue on painting this, what's turned out to be a pretty cool, awesome truck here. And I'll see you guys later. I'm out.